Hey guys, it is the day after I stopped fasting for my first 5-day water fast. So yesterday afternoon and evening, I was able to eat food. It felt good. I felt satisfied for a little bit, but I mostly felt a little bit of that hunger to keep eating and stuff myself, which I refuse to do. I did have some beets, and that has sugar in it, as you probably know. And I went from, I think it was 77 before my dinner, which was my like a beet salad, to 114 um, at the 2 hour mark. So, it went up. Just from that, I can't tell if the fasting worked, right? So, what the fasting is supposed to do is the fasting is supposed to increase your beta cell function. Okay. So, I've done a number of things to reduce my, sorry, it's the morning. My brain's still waking up. We went to bed late last night. The fasting is supposed to help your insulin production by restoring your beta cells. If you think about it, the beta cells don't have to do anything because there's no food coming in. You're not digesting anything. So they can kind of rest for 5 days, which is probably pretty beneficial. Another thing that happens with the fasting is your body is supposed to take like flush out the dead cells and the weak cells, and use them for food and energy, which is kind of interesting. So that's kind of its own kind of restoring process, regenerative process as well. And so with the diet and a bunch of these other things that I've been doing for health, I've been able to get my immune system response down over 50%. So we're trying to increase my insulin production at the same time because we believe it'll actually last since the immune system won't kill it. So the one thing to do after you do one of these things is to measure your results. And I don't know if you've ever taken a glucose tolerance test, but it's a huge pain in the butt. So you have to, one, go to the lab, the blood lab, right when they open pretty much, or at least 8 a.m. or before, because it takes 4 hours to do this test. So they prick you before, they give you some dextrose if you do dextrose or any other method of taking sugar or carbs. And then they prick you at 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. And they measure your insulin and your glucose and a couple other things. So anyway, ain't nobody got time for that. And it's also a whole trip, and the cost will add up. So I'm going to do my own poor man's version of a glucose tolerance test. So this is my DIY glucose tolerance test, and it's as simple as a half cup of oatmeal. Okay, so oatmeal is one of these things that's carby enough, and it will it makes my blood sugar rise. And you know what? I did not check the number of carbs, so let me take you on a quick field trip into the kitchen. So I want to start measuring things really good, really well. And so it looks like there are 31. I'll show you. So I know it's backwards because of the front-facing camera. It's not, I mean, it's the, I don't know, I don't get it, but it's backwards. It's the, if you look at carbs, it's really hard to read. Oh, I got pop-ups. Go away. Okay, I'm just going to read it to you. I can't read it on the screen. Total carbs is 31 grams. Total dietary fiber carbs is 3. Total sugars is 0. Okay. And the brand we're using is the Um, Bob's Red Mill organic quick cooking rolled oats whole grain. We really like the Bob's brand in general. Particularly they have all kinds of really good flours, alternative flours, and I've been liking their coconut flakes. So anyway, the 31 grams in a half ounce, that was the serving size, a half cup, sorry. And so this is exactly 31 grams, which is nice. So 31 grams is kind of a lot for the meals that I've been eating. Typically, I'll try to stay for a full meal, probably below 20. And for a part of a meal, I put my parts below 10 at least. So like if I eat nuts like almonds, they are like about 7 grams per serving, and I maybe will eat 1.5 or something. Anyway, so so what I'm going to do, this is the plan. First, I'm just going to eat. I'm going to make the oatmeal with water, so no milk or anything. And then I'm not going to put anything on it. It's not going to be a fun meal. Normally, I would put cinnamon and flaxseed and chia seed and almond butter and coconut flakes and kind of spruce it up that way. But this is a test. And so since it's hard to measure all the other stuff and there's just more variables to keep track of, I'm going to have it flat. One variable is water doesn't count, and it's just the oatmeal. So this is the way I'm going to have a more controlled experiment. And so we're going to start right now. I'm going to do my morning test with you right here. So bringing out my handy dandy AccuCheck Aviva, which I've been using because my Dexcom is not on because I switched insurance providers and they had to like double check that I could get it, which was really frustrating because I don't have my continuous glucose monitor. All right, so, oh wow, I didn't even feel that, but I got blood. Survey says 79. Okay, so another thing I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start doing my food and glucose journal on Instagram. So I'm going to Instagram my, oh, come on, dude. I haven't used Instagram in a while. Oh my God. Sorry, I shouldn't be doing this on camera. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to start Instagramming. Oh, I need to capture this before it goes away, actually. Okay. So I'm gonna start doing, I guess you call it a picture blog or journal, or those are so boring I shouldn't even say them, but I'm going to start documenting. Ooh, that's an unsexy word. Documenting everything on Instagram in terms of what I eat, and that'll help me at least know what I eat and when I eat it. Sometimes we will have some kind of positive or negative response. We want to know, well, what impacted that? What did I do yesterday? What did I eat? And this is one way that we will be able to figure that out. So you can always just scroll back. And I'm making it public just so you guys can follow along if you would like to see what I'm doing. And so we've done our initial test, and now I'm going to make the oatmeal, which is I'm not going to do on film because it's just pouring hot water on oatmeal, watching it till it warms up, stirring it, and then eating it. And then at that point, I'm going to set a timer for 30 minutes and then etc. for all the same times that you would have for a glucose tolerance test. And then what I'll do is I will document that somewhere. I'll probably just put it in the spreadsheet for now, and then I'll let you know what it is. So maybe I'll make a video tomorrow or when it's done, and I'll let you know what it is. This is going to be kind of like the baseline, almost like the baseline. I've done 2 of these before. One was April 2017, and the last one was December 2017. So it's been a couple months. And yeah, I think that's the plan. So that's the DIY glucose tolerance test, just being measured and not having a lot of variables. And so hopefully this half cup of oatmeal will keep me through. Right now it's almost 7 a.m. Oh man, I got to go to 1 p.m. on that. That kind of sucks. But anyway, right at 1, I'm going to have my lunch ready to eat. So I will be enjoying that. All right, that's all, guys. If you want to learn more about my journey, you can check out my other videos. I'm journaling my journey on reversing type 1 diabetes. So you can follow along here and subscribe if you like. Leave me comments if you have any suggestions. I'm very open to learning new things every single day. All right, with that, I'm going to sign out. Type what? Wishing you a very wonderful Wednesday. Wonderful Wednesday. That should be a new hashtag.